Kobe Bryant had many affairs during his marriage and was unfaithful to his wife, Vanessa.
I sit here in front of you guys, furious at myself, disgusted at myself for making a mistake of adultery.
Unfortunately, that wasn't the only time Kobe Bryant was unfaithful. Recently, Vanessa Bryant has shared surprising new details about their marriage, revealing that Kobe had multiple affairs and other serious misconduct. These revelations are changing how some people view him. Many once saw Kobe as a perfect husband and basketball legend, but Vanessa's statements tell a different story. One of the most well-known incidents happened in 2003, when Kobe was at the top of his career with the Lakers. He seemed to have it all: a loving wife, fame, and success. But while he was in Eagle, Colorado, for knee surgery, things took a dramatic turn. A 19-year-old hotel worker accused him of sexual assault, creating a major scandal. This moment became one of the most talked-about events in sports history and forced Vanessa to make a very difficult decision that would shape how people saw her from then on.
I think it's it challenges who you are as a person. To have to go through something like that, with not only individually but as a family, and then for the organization, the Lakers organization, my teammates. It was extremely difficult, and you kind of had to do some soul searching, because you're fighting numerous battles at the same time, and you're just kind of trying to figure your way through all of this mess.
The woman who accused Kobe was a young, aspiring singer who had previously tried out for American Idol but didn't make it through. At the time, she was reportedly taking medication for schizophrenia and had a history of mental health struggles, including 2 suicide attempts in high school. On June 30, 2003, she claimed that Kobe invited her to give him a tour of the hotel after he checked in. According to her, the tour ended in his room, where they began kissing, something she said started off as consensual but then turned violent.
Yeah, well, I actually went to Eagle, Colorado, where it took place, and spoke with a lot of people. And it's interesting. Do I think Kobe raped this woman? Yes. Do I think Kobe thought he was raping this woman? No.
The woman who accused Kobe said that after he invited her to his hotel room, things turned violent. She claimed that Kobe choked her, bent her over a chair, pulled down her underwear, and forced himself on her for about 5 minutes. She said she told him no several times, but he didn't stop, and she began crying. Right after it happened, she told a coworker that Kobe had forced sex on her and looked very shaken and upset. Medical evidence supported her story. A nurse trained in examining sexual assault victims found several small cuts inside her vagina. 2 were about 1 centimeter long, and bruises on her jaw and neck that looked like they came from choking. Kobe's shirt also had 3 small blood stains that matched the woman's DNA. Since her last period was 2 weeks earlier, the blood was likely not from menstruation. At first, Kobe denied having any sexual contact with her. But when police showed him the medical evidence, he changed his story and admitted they had sex, but claimed it was consensual. What surprised many was how casually he described what happened. He said choking during sex was his thing, though he wasn't sure how hard he had done it. He also admitted he had done this with other women, but not with his wife, Vanessa. During the investigation, Kobe even mentioned a past affair with a woman named Michelle, where he said similar things happened. This wasn't just a random comment. It showed he had a pattern of cheating and risky behavior, even early in his marriage. What stood out most was how calmly he talked about these encounters, as if they were normal. He didn't seem to realize, or care, that bringing up another woman while being investigated for sexual assault was deeply inappropriate.
The problem with his relationship with Shaq is he said to investigators, Shaq was around all the time. And Shaq, that got back to Shaq, and that was not good.
Kobe Bryant once told investigators that his teammate Shaquille O'Neal used to cheat on his wife all the time. This comment revealed a bigger issue, that in some NBA circles, cheating was common and almost expected, especially among star players. Over the years, more names began to surface, linking Kobe to alleged affairs. One of the most talked about was with Playboy model Jessica Berciaga. Both Kobe and Jessica denied it, but people close to the NBA claimed to have seen or heard about it firsthand. Actress Sanaa Lathan was also rumored to have had a relationship with Kobe while he was still married. These rumors were damaging because they suggested Kobe wasn't just involved in secret flings. Some of his alleged affairs were with well-known women from Hollywood and the entertainment industry. What shocked many was the rumor that Kobe had been with as many as 105 women during his marriage. Although this number couldn't be confirmed, it showed just how widespread people believed his cheating was. The most painful part of all of this wasn't just that the affairs may have happened, but how Vanessa, his wife, found out. According to reports, it was other NBA wives, known as basketball wives, who told her about Kobe's cheating. The emotional damage was deep and lasting. One of the most heartbreaking moments came in 2005, when Vanessa had a miscarriage. Later, in a 2015 documentary, Kobe admitted through tears that the stress from his cheating scandals caused the loss of their unborn child. He said, "We were expecting our second child during that time, and there was just so much stress. She actually miscarried. The reality is, it happened because of me. That's something I've got to carry forever."
It was mainly an annoyance because it became like it sucked the oxygen out of everything. So he would go to Eagle, have to fly back for games, fly back to Eagle, fly back to games, report late, check in the second quarter.
Kobe Bryant's cheating wasn't just random, it was organized and consistent. Reports say he found ways to have affairs while traveling with the team, using road games and hotel stays as chances to meet other women. This ongoing betrayal had a serious emotional toll on Vanessa. She had to deal with the pain in private while putting on a happy face in public. The stress became so overwhelming that in 2005, she suffered a miscarriage, something Kobe later admitted was his fault. What makes this even more heartbreaking is the timing. The Colorado scandal happened in 2003, just 2 years after their wedding. Vanessa was only 21 at the time and pregnant with their first child. Instead of enjoying those early years of marriage, she was dealing with constant betrayal.